Hey guys, this is lesson 5.3, problem solving common factors. Our essential question is, how can you use the make a list strategy to solve problems with common factors? Alright, so unlock the problem. Chuck has a coin collection with 30 pennies, 24 quarters, and 36 nickels. He wants to arrange the coins into rows. Each row will have the same number of coins, and all the coins in a row will be the same. How many coins can you put away in each row? The information in the graphic organizer below will help you solve the problem. Alright, so first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and circle any of the information that I think is important. Okay, and then into rows. Each row has to have the same number of coins, and the coins in the row will be the same. Okay. Alright, so let's come down here. What do I need to find? I need to find the number of coins that can go into each row so that each row has the same number of coins and all the coins in a row are the same as well. Alright, what information do I need to use? Okay, this is what I was kind of circling and underlining a little bit. So Chuck has 30 pennies. I'm going to put 30 P to short it up. 24 quarters and 36 nickels. Okay, each row has the same number. Put this here. The same number of coins. Same number of coins and all of the coins in a row are the same. Okay. How will I use the information? I can make a list to find the factors of, get those three numbers again, 30, 24, and 36. Then I can use the list to find the common factors. The common factor is a factor of two or more numbers. So between 30, 24, and 36, we're trying to find a number that they all have in common, basically, that are factors. Now remember, factor times factor equals our product or our multiple. Okay, so we're looking for the number that they both have. Alright, so over here it says solve the problem. I can list all the factors of each number. Then I can circle the factors that are common to all three numbers. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to find start with 1, because all of them, you can take 1 to take that times themselves to get the same number. So for example, 1 times 30 is 30, 1 times 24 is 24, and 1 times 36 is 36. So I'm going to list a 1 for each one of those factors because 1 can go into each one. Okay, then I got to think about the next number. Can 2 times something equals 30? Yes, 2 times 15, so I'm going to put a 2 here. Okay, then 2 for 24, let's see, is 12, so that would work. 2 times 12 is 24. And then for 36, 2 times 18 is 36, so 2 would also work for there as well. Alright, the next number would be a 3. So 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 8 is 24. And then for 36, 3 times 12 is 36. So 3 would also be in common. Okay, now we're going to start to get to the numbers that they will not necessarily have in common. So when we go to the number 4, 4 times 6 is 24, and then 4 times 9 is 36. but 4 times nothing can get to 30. Okay, but then let's go to the next number, 5. So then 5 times 6 is 30, but 5 cannot go into 24 and 5 cannot go into 36. Okay, let's go on to the next number, number 6. 6 times 6 is 36, 6 times 4 is 24, and 6 times 5 is 30. So 6 works for all 3 of those numbers. Okay, and then we'll go to 7. 7 won't go in. 7 times nothing will get us any of those numbers. 8 will. 8 times 3, so I'm going to put an 8 there for 24. 8 can't go into 36 or 30, so I'm going to go to 9. 9 times 4 is 36. And then, let's see, that's it. 10 times 3 is 30. 10 can't go into 24 or 36. And then we had earlier 2 times 15, so 15 will work. And then, oh, I missed 12. 12 can go for 24. 2 times 12, and then 12 times 3 is 36. Okay, and then we just end on the numbers that they are. So 30 can go into itself, 24 can go into itself, and 36 can go into itself. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to circle the common factors. So remember, the common factors is a factor of the 2 or more numbers. So you use those numbers to get to 30, 24, 36. Well, they all have 1 in common. They all have 2 in common. They all have 3 in common. Okay, not 4 and 5. They all have 6 in common. Okay, and then that's it. Okay, those are the numbers that they have in common. So on the bottom, I'm going to list 1, 2, 3, and 6. Okay, so then I'm going to put those numbers in chronological order. So check and put 1, 2, 3, or 6 coins in each row. Okay. Alright, we'll go to the next problem. Brian collects animal figures. He has 45 elephants and 36 zebras and 18 tigers. He will arrange the figures into rows. Each row will have the same number of figures, and all the figures in a row will be the same. How many figures can be in each row? Use the graphic organizer below to help you solve the problem. Okay, read the problem. What do I need to find? Okay, the first thing that you need to find, let me get this table going here, okay, is oops, okay, so I need to find the number of figures that can be in each row, that can be in each row, so that all the rows have the same number, so that all the rows have the same number. Okay? Alright, what information do I need to use? So I put that there was 45 elephants and 36 zebras and 18 tigers. And then each row is to only have one type of figure. Each row has one type of figure. Okay? Then how will I use the information? Make a list to find all the factors of 45, 36, and 18. And then you just have to see which ones are, and then find which ones are common. Then find which ones are common factors. Okay, so we're going to come over here and we're going to write the elephants, 45, and then 36 for the zebras, and then 18. Now remember, we're trying to find factors that are the same for those ones. Okay, I automatically know 1 is all going to be in common because you can take 1 times something, or 1 times the same number to get that same number. Okay, then I'm going to think about my next number. So I know 2 times 9 is 18, and then I know 2 will work for 36. 2 times 18 is 36. And then 2 times nothing is 45, so I can't write anything down for there. Then I'm going to start on the next number, so I'll go number 3. Let's see, 3 times 15 is 45, so I can put a 3 there. 3 will also work for 36. 3 times 12 is 36. And it will work for 18 as well because 3 times 6 is 18. Okay, then I'm going to move on to 4. Okay, 36 divided by 4 is 9. So 4 will work because 4 times 9. I'm just going to put 9 down here so I remember that for later. Okay, but then 4 will not work for any of the other ones. 5 will work for 45. 5 times 9 is 45. Okay, so then I'm also going to put a 9 down here so I remember. And I also know that 2 times 9 is 18, so I'm going to also put a 9 there. Alright, then I was at 5. So 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 can go into 18. 45, 6 cannot go into, so I can't put 1 for there. Let's see, 15, 6, 7, 8, 9, I got 9. 10 won't work for any of them. 11 won't, 12. Let's see, I already got that one, put 12 down. So 12 goes here. 13, 14, 15, I mentioned 15 for 45. So 3 times 15 is 45. Okay, and then, let's see, I also mentioned 18 for 36. Because that was 2. 2 times 18 is 36. Okay, and then I also just have my numbers that I ended with itself. So 45, 36, and then 18 itself. Okay, alright, so now I'm going to see if I can go and find any ones that are common. Okay, so first of all, 1s are all in common. They all had a 3 in common, and then they all had a 9 in common. So, let's see, I think that's it. So what they had were 1s, 3s, and 9s. So Ryan can put 1, 3, or 9 figures in each row. Now, if you're thinking it's kind of hard to do it like up and down, I prefer, for me, but I don't know what you guys would like. I'm going to insert another page here. Okay, so if I'm trying to find the factors of 45, for example, I'm going to put 1 here, and I'm going to put 45 here. Because I know that 1 times 45 is 45. And then if we go back here, okay, then I'm going to go in order, so 2 doesn't work, but 3 works. And then I know, then I can put what 3 times what is 45, so then I don't forget about it. So that would be 15, so I'm going to put 15 somewhere. Oh, no, I want my color change. Okay, so I'll put 15 here. Okay, and then I'll just keep going, so 4, I know that 5 times 9 is 45. I'll keep my rainbow going here. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so that's the only, I think that's what we got. Okay, so once I got all my factors, then it's already in order, and then I know that what times what is that, or what it is, like, 3 times 15 is 45, 5 times 9 is 45, 1 times 45 is 45, and then you could do the other ones, so then you could do like 36 down here, 1 and 36, and then in the end just compare which numbers you have this way. So that's just another way of doing it, like by drawing a line so you know which ones are a factor paired together in order to get to 45. So Alright, let's go on to the next one. Alright, Lucy has 40 bean plants, 32 tomato plants, and 16 pepper plants. She wants to put the plants in rows with only one type of plant in each row. All rows will have the same number of plants. How many plants can Lucy put in each row? Okay, so first we need to read the problem and think about what you need to find. What information will you use and how will you use it? How will you use the information? Okay, so we have 40 plants. Oh, jeez. Okay, so 40 bean plants, 32 tomato plants, and 16 pepper plants. Okay, so let's see. And we also need to know how we're going to use that information. We need to find the common factor of that. So how many plants can Lucy put in each row? Okay, so down here we need to find the common factors of 40, 32, and 16. Okay, and then we're going to list, and how we're going to do that, we're going to list all factors for each number. Okay, next, make a list, find the factors for each number. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to insert another page, and I'm going to write, I'm going to do 40, I'm going to go 1 and 40, and I'm going to go 32, 1, 32, and then my last one was 16, 1 and 16, I'll put 16 up here. Okay, so these are the numbers here that I'm going to be working on. Alright, so I'll start with 1. I know 1 times each number is that, so I already got that, so I don't need to do that. Okay, they all have 1s in common. Alright, then let's think about the next number, 2. Okay, so 2 would work for all of them. 2 times 8 is 16, so I'm going to put an 8 in here. Okay, then for 32, I'm going to put 2 times 16 is 32. Okay, so I'm also going to be drawing those lines. Okay, so 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 16 is 32, and then let's see, for 40, 2 can go into 40 20 times. 2 times 20 is 40. Okay, I'm drawing my line. Okay, so that'll that. So let's go to the next number, 3. 3 won't work for 40, 32, or 16. 3 times nothing is those numbers. Then let's see, 4. 4 will work. Okay, 4 times 10 is 40. And 4 times 8 is 32. And 4 times 4 is 16. So since it's a double, I'm not going to write that twice. Okay, then let's see, 4, 5. 5 will work. 5 times 4 is 20, so that will work for that one. Or sorry, excuse me. 5 times, whoops, I don't know what I was doing there. I was thinking 20 in my head. 5 will go into 40 though, that's what I was trying to do. Okay, so that will go in there 8 times, so 5 times 8 is 40. Okay, 5 won't work for 32, or 5 won't work for 16. Let's see, 6. 6 will work for, let's see, nope, 6 won't work. 6 times nothing is 40, 6 times nothing is 32, and 6 times nothing is 16. So 7 won't work. Then let's go to 8. 8, there'll be some that work for 8. 8 times 2, I already got that one, is 16. I already got that one for that one. Okay, I already did 8. That's the good part about drawing the line. Then you know you don't forget about it when you use that. 9, and then 10 will work for this one though, and I got that. 20, I got it. Okay, good. Let's see, any other ones that I'm missing? I think I got them. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep. All right, I got all the factors for each one. Now I just got to go and look and see if I can find the ones that are common with each other. Okay, so they all have 1 in common. So I'm going to circle 1. They all have 2 in common. They all have 4 in common. Let's see, they all have 8 in common. And that's it. So my numbers that they had in common are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Oops, wrong way. Alright, so make a list, and I did that. So we found that there were 1, 2, 4, and 8, I believe. So we'll come down here and put that there. Okay, so number 2 says, what if Lucy had 64 bean plants? So instead of 40, there was 64 bean plants instead of 40. How many plants can Lucy put in each row? So we'll just kind of go back here. Oops. So instead of 40, it's 64. Okay, so let's see. The only thing that I can think of would be let's see, 16. Let's see, 16. 64. Alright, all those numbers could work for 60. Could work for that too. So you could also put 1, 2, 4, 8. These are all factors of 64 as well. Or 16 plants. Okay. Alright, that's all we're going to do on that page. Let's see, we're going to do that. Alright, so right to your homework. Make sure I'm just kind of switching things up a little bit. Make sure that you guys are looking at Schoology for your assignments. If you need a scratch piece of paper to do kind of the way that I did, I'd really like to see it written out like this instead of kind of how they have it going up and down. But I mean, if this is easiest for you, go for it. But if this way is easiest for you, so you don't miss as many factors, and then you can draw your lines so you know which one belongs to which. That's a really good idea. So get a scratch piece of paper for that, because you're going to be listing a lot of common factors. Okay. Alright, have a good rest of your day, and if you have any questions, please let me know.